Okay, we are at this moment inside of the Murray Station Homestead. The place itself, very interesting. I'll input some history in here, but we'll just look around. It's getting dark out, so. Very small closet. So this place was actually built on top, or as an addition to, a log cabin that's in the very back. I'll show you the first floor. This is another spot that we are doing a paranormal thing at tonight. So if you're interested in seeing that aspect of this walkthrough, you can go over to Epoch Paranormal, and that's my paranormal site. Now focus one out there for a second. And you can see all the stuff that we do at night. If you're not interested in that kind of thing, well, that's why I have this history. So. Really not getting good focus right now. It's a little weird. Man, this thing is old. Is it gas? I wanted to get this in because it was getting so dark. You know, we're pressing probably 8 o'clock right now. Old sink. I actually used to really enjoy these old sinks that had this built into it. Not much to the ceilings. You know, it's old ceiling. This lamp is pretty cool though. Oh man. Smell the porter. Imagine these are original doors. And they do think this place is haunted. So here goes the old cabin. This cabin was built in the 1700s. I mean, you could, you know, if you've ever been into like a closet made out of cedar, that's what it smells like. Not cedar, but you can definitely smell the wood that they built it with. Like the place reeks of it, but it's not a really bad smell, to be honest. It's a pretty subtle smell. It's not bad at all. And me, I've got it open. Always got to open up the damn door. So this takes us back into the kitchen. I find it interesting they decided to just build onto the cabin. What's this all about? Man, that wood smell is just so prominent. The closer I get to it, obviously, the more it smells, but it's really not a bad smell. This looks like the, ooh, that floor gave in, you hear that? This looks like the original fireplace, which is pretty cool. You can sort of see some of the work they've done on it. A lot of hash marks up there. I wonder what those are for. Is that just normal? Huh. I keep stepping in that dead spot. Work. It's really cool. All right, we're gonna head upstairs now. All right, let's check out upstairs. So they say this is the old slaves' quarters, which is unusual to me because typically slaves' quarters are off the site or downstairs somewhere, and this would be sort of lavish for slave quarters. And on cue, my focus is going out. So there's a bit more light up here. I won't need my flashlight. The floor is 100% tough. Not tough, but the floor is weak. So there goes the stairway I just took up. So if these were the slaves' quarters, then they mean just this room was the slaves' quarters. That building out there, to me, would be more reminiscent of the slave quarters I've seen, or that one at the top of the hill. But if they say this is what it is, it's interesting. It was built onto the house, so this will be it. So I am here with my buddies Adam and his wife Angie. This is pretty cool. That gives it a little bit more color. Honestly, I have to say the camera color looks better than the actual color I'm seeing. Yep, so that is it. So this right here is the old house that we're in. So that old cabin is just that room down there. For a house this big, or I would say a house this small compared to the other houses, I'm surprised it has a slave's quarters. Unless it was indentured servants, or just a servant. Nothing really fancy about that. The windows that go down to the floor in here. Old steel roof. It's getting dark quick. So I'm really not seeing anything crazy about this place. Very pretty wallpaper. Probably some of the coolest wallpaper I've seen. If you had a friend, this would be your typical haunted house. Couldn't get any more typical than this. And they do this a lot. It doesn't really necessarily mean anything. You know, people always think that there is a kid at these haunted places, and there just isn't. But I guess the cool part is a lot of these places that I'm looking at might be haunted. So if you believe in that kind of thing, you know, it's nice to see them. I'm not a big fan of putting out stuff like this though. So again, you know, your typical room. All right. All right, this is the outside of the house. You probably saw that on the walkthrough.
About storm coming in fast, so I didn't want to get the drone out.
It didn't even come, like it just went over.
It's raining a little bit now, though.
Oh.
I feel it now. I just felt a drop.
You didn't see anything to the basement, did you? Hey, do you know what this is? These markings? I saw them in the cottage, too.
You think they're talons?
That's what I was thinking. But you see them on everything. Looks like an old well.
Oh, that's the old well. It sealed it up.
Yeah, double sealed it up.
Gas is in there.
Yeah. It's the outside.
Here comes the rain.
Oh, yeah.
You know what this is over here?
I would just, a barn. I just don't know any history on it.
Yeah,
like, there's no like markings on it to say how old it was. Definitely ain't going up in there. Yeah, just looks like a normal barn. Storm's coming in. It's probably some of the old furniture. It's an old, what do you call it? A saddle for a horse, maybe? It's got a pretty intricate pattern on it. Look at that pile of shit back there. Getting used to a new camera, or this new gimbal. The old electrical wiring for the barn. There goes the house right there. That's a newer barn.
Felt like I saw something, but I'm not 100% sure. Like something moved in that window a minute ago.